Anjay. Anda chini. Sawa.
Don't push.
Wacha ongee. Ongee. Kidogo. Karibu hata kamera zinashika.
Excuse me. Let her come. Let her come in. Let her come in.
So you feel that it's going to be really fair and...
Well, the voters have done their work. What is remaining for the IEBC to give us the true state of the voters?
How was the process? How have you viewed it?
It is quick. Though there are many candidates, particularly at ward level, but the process is quick and we finish it within no time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Excited and hopeful.
Esther, unasemaje uchaguzi huu unaona unaendeleaje?
Iko sawa, nimekuja kushindikiza mama First Lady na baba, lakini pale niliwetoka mimi mwenyewe sijapiga kura kwa sababu Kimskit haikufanya kazi na mpaka sasa hii hawajaleta replacement na hawataki kutumia manual register. So hapo kuna shida. IBC pale Kimskit hazifanyi kazi, mupeane manual register. Alafu watu kama hawajapiga kura mpaka sasa hii wata extend your time kwa sababu watu wako kwa queue. Mama amepiga na tumefurahi. Lakini supporters wetu wengi hawajapiga kwa sababu Kimskit zimefail.
Na mnafikiri kutokana na matatizo hayo kutakuwa na shaka katika matokeo na uchaguzi, maana itafungwa saa 11?
Sisi tunajua watu wetu watajitokeza kwa wengi, so hata kama watakosa hapa tutashinda bado.
How rampant are these cases probably?
Yeah, I've got calls for many of names that are misplaced. A guy is talking about he was supposed to be voting in Nairobi, in Huruma, and his name is in Suna West. Suna West is in Migori County. How is he going to get there at this time? So, I don't know how
That's going to put a dent on the outcome of the election.
let's give them
Time
to see how they're going to be, but let's not predict that is not. If there's mistakes, let them correct those mistakes. There's still time. 5 o'clock is a long time from now.
How confident are you in the fairness and freeness of the election? How confident are you in the fairness and freeness of this election?
Well, we just hope for the best. Hope for the rubbish that they've done before.
So thank you.
Thank you.
body hurts.
Raila's security must really have quite the job of keeping his jeshi, I think he's called them his jeshi vijana fire, in control. But they have accompanied his vehicle all the way when he came into Kibera on his way to go and cast his ballot. And it appears that there is no let up. They're determined to be, you know, when you see those security guys running alongside VIP vehicles, they're determined to be his security detail for the duration of this voting process.
Yeah, the pictures you're seeing there is Raila Odinga earlier on, and together with his wife Ida Odinga, leaving polling station number 10. That's at Kibera, Old Kibera Primary School. They didn't, well, Raila didn't address the media, didn't make any statement.
Expected to happen just a few moments from now. That's in Matungu, I believe. Yes, that's Matungu, where the Professor George Wadakoya of the Roots Party is casting his vote. There are only 4 presidential candidates. That is Professor George Wadakoya, Honorable Raila Odinga for Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance, and we also have UDA's presidential candidate, Dr. William Ruto, who's also the current deputy president. He voted earlier on in in Uasin Gishu actually county. Yes,
exactly.
And
he was actually there some minutes to 6 a.m. when the polling stations were opening. So commitment to exercising his civic and democratic rights.
And he did talk about it actually. He mentioned that the reason why he's going to do that at 6 is because he made a commitment during the rallies and started by being there exactly 6 a.m. Now there's been a bit of a fracas in different polling stations, and I was there earlier on, Vicky, where you can see that people are looking for the polling streams where they're voting. So the names have been cast there, but there's still a lot of confusion. We even saw that with Martha Karua, who's Raila Odinga's running mate, where she went to the wrong polling station and had to be relocated to the next one.
I mean, a couple of hitches experienced this morning, as is expected. Some polling stations not opening on time. Some voters having issues with their biometrics and some reliance on the manual register in various polling stations. And a peculiar case, Trevor, in Ruiru, there was a polling station. By 9 a.m., no one had
There was no
in.
one there.
So, you know, some interesting happenings across the country when it comes to various polling stations. Babu, what are we seeing there?
Victoria, hizi ni picha za moja kwa moja. Huu ni msafara wa mgombea urais wa Azimio, Raila Odinga, akiwa nafikiri anakaribia katika shule ya msingi ya Old Kibera ili aweze kupiga kura zake. Atakapokuwa amewasili tutaweza kumuona akiwa ameandamana na mkewe Aida Odinga pamoja na wale wengine ambao tutaweza kuwaona mara watakapokuwa wameshuka kwenye magari yao. Huu ni msafara uliotoka eneo la Karen.
And Raila Odinga is an interesting person because he was born on 7th January 19.
Na mtazamaji, vifijo, mbwembwe na shamra hapo katika eneo bunge la Kibera, na haswa katika shule ya msingi ya Old Kibera Primary School, ambapo tumemwona mpeperusha bendera wa Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Raila Odinga tayari ameelekea pale na kupiga kura yake, na tunavyoona wafuasi wake bila shaka wakimfuata tu na kumtakia kila laheri. Lakini cha msingi kusema ni kwamba tayari ameandamana na mkewe Aida Odinga pale, ambapo naye vile vile amesema kwamba wana imani na kura nzima, licha ya mapungufu ambayo tayari yamekuwa yakishuhudiwa na tume ya uchaguzi na mipaka IEBC. Na tukimwona pia vile vile mwakilishi wa kiki katika kaunti hii ya jiji la Nairobi, Bi Esther Passaris, akisema kwamba yeye mwenyewe hajapiga kura, manake alipokuwa ameenda kupiga kura alipata vile vifaa vya kielektroniki maarufu.
Give us another 11 hours. And people, I'm just asking people to be patient. Yeah.
Suppose those hours end without anything happening.
Then we shall make our comments from there. Okay.
It's nice to see you too. Wajakoya. Our people.
That is Raila Odinga just approaching the Old Kibera Primary, where he's supposed to go and cast his ballot, of course, accosted by his supporters who are taking his rallying call of the Firimbi movement. Let's listen into what's going on there.
Yale masuala ambayo yanajitokeza katika maeneo mbalimbali humu nchini, mtazamaji, na bila shaka ni katika kujaribu kuona iwapo kila mmoja atakuwa anatekeleza ule wajibu wake. Hii ni siku ambayo ilikuwa imeshuhudiwa kwa hamu na gamu, na hivyo basi kama hujaelekea katika kituo chako cha kupigia kura, basi wakati ni huu.
Tunasonga mbele.
We can recognize well.
Na mpenzi mtazamaji, tulivyokuahidi matukio haya tunakupa
for use of the manual register. So we want to urge returning officers to please allow use of the manual register, because the people most affected by the failure to be identified by the KIMS kit are the elderly. So we don't want the elderly to be turned away or to be made to wait for too long. That is the major challenge that we have had. We had certain instances of slight disturbances, chaos here and there, but those have been contained by the authorities. So now we are hopeful. People are voting. I want to continue urging our people to come out. Wherever you are, if you haven't voted, come out and vote. We want 100% voter turnout here in Homa Bay. So otherwise, things are looking up, upbeat, and looking forward to a win.
Are you confident of your victory?
Very, extremely confident. Siku njema huonekana asubuhi na nimeiona tayari.
And on the flip side, if things might not go well, will you concede defeat?
Things will go well. Things will go well.
We know that the goal is to get Homa Bay moving towards one direction. Are you committing that, irrespective of the result, as leaders you're going to work towards uniting the country and making sure that the money that is sent from the national government works for the people?
Our biggest priority is Homa Bay people and service delivery to them. So that remains our sole objective. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Briefly.
What's now?
Process mar bota ka tindo mar gombola dhi nyime to gi chide mo biro kato riembo dok dala ne kech lwet yok nyal masim chok nyal biro identify.
All right, now that is Gladys Wanga already addressing the media. She's just switched to the mother tongue, which is quite okay. All right, so she said that there is a point of concern that she's raised about the manual register, and it's something that we just talked about not too long ago about the use of manual register, and she said that there are some instances where the elderly could not vote because
All right, Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i voting in Nyamira, and about now we'll head over straight to Murang'a. But let's listen in to Matiang'i first, and then before we head over to Murang'a County.
Based on what IBC tells us to do. So it had nothing to do with the security, so I don't want to comment about IBC matters. I mean, I have no role in it, and I have no powers under the law to comment on, electoral administration. That is really the province of IBC. But I have been told by the regional commissioner for Northeastern that they have resolved the matter, because all of us through the night, both the Inspector General, myself, and our regional security team, we said, let IBC guide us and give us a decision to enforce, and we will enforce that decision. Because once IBC decides this is Mary who's going to be in charge of this, escort Mary to that particular place to preside over. That is exactly what we do. We escort Mary, but we are not the ones who are going to appoint Mary or John or Andrew. That's IBC. We are all on the alert, and all the security agencies are on duty, and then we'll ensure that every Kenyan votes. No one is going to have a problem accessing their polling station. No one is going to have a problem, going out to do what they want to do as far as this democratic process is concerned. That's all I can say at the moment.
All right, that's Fred Matiang'i. Now we in Murang'a County, where the Jubilee candidate for the governor position, Jamlek Irogo Kamau, is voting.
The aims and objectives of ODM as a political party is synchronized, and we work in synergy to bring success to our people. Now, we've got many challenges. Part are normal problems of infrastructure, and electricity supplies and distribution. Those problems of infrastructure are major, roads. But I think more critically, in Siaya, we don't have a single major factory, and we're thinking that the Azimio agenda of at least getting a factory or something of that shape and form in every county is an important objective that we look forward to achieving. Now in Siaya, we don't really have a sustainable cash crop. In fact, I don't think we have any cash crop. People rely on subsistence farming. We want to improve on this so that we can have kilimo biashara, and then the water bodies, the lake, the two big rivers feeding Lake Victoria and the Nile go through Siaya, River Yala and River Nzoia. So all these energies and resources have to be put together so that we improve the lives of our people.
Broadly, Senator, in regards to what we've seen IBC declaring itself on Mombasa and Kakamega, suspending the polls, perhaps I would like to hear your take on this. And of course, these are perceived to be Azimio strongholds.
Yeah, it is really a disaster, because it can't really be a coincidence that the two, Kakamega is a very populous, the third most populous county outside Nairobi. Mombasa is a critical county, is a major entry point to the country, and therefore I don't want to say it is a coincidence, because I feel to find it odd that, for example, documents that relate to Kirinyaga would find themselves in Kakamega. Is absolutely unacceptable. In the old days, people used to do exams, Cambridge School Certificate, and all those papers used to come from the UK, and they'd be distributed in all the schools, and without a hitch. So in this day and time, it's totally unbelievable this can happen. Secondly, the election, the format of the election is that every 5 years we have a general election in which all the 6 seats are contested and voted for on the same day. We don't have a format in which elections are staggered. It is for a good reason that those elections were put together on the same day, the campaign period the same day, and when people have put efforts, resources and assets in campaigning as a party, as an entity, and then you're told one critical area or areas are not going to have elections, that the elections are suspended.
Naam, Freda, huyo ni James Orengo ambaye ni mwaniaji kiti cha ugavana pale Siaya. Kumbuka anaumana meno.
Living in this part of the world have also been able to participate in their democratic right to elect their next leader. So the polling station opened at 6 a.m. here at the Kenya High Commission, which is behind me. And earlier on in the morning, there was a steady stream of Kenyans who had come out to participate in this particular election. Many of them have now since left, gone to work and doing other activities. Remember, it's also a weekday and it's not a holiday here in the United Kingdom. So people come, cast their ballot, and then they head out to vote. However, I've been able to gather a group of Kenyans who have just concluded their democratic exercise or their civic duty, and I want to see if I can be able to pick their mind on how they felt the experience was. I could say 100% most of them are voting for the first time here in the United Kingdom, something that they say they have really been looking forward to. So allow me to be able to speak to a few of them. I'm joined by a Kenyan here. Maybe you'll introduce yourself. Tell us, how was the experience for you?
Thank you so much, Katian. My name is Agri Kanyanga. I am the chairman of Kenyans living in Hertfordshire region of the United Kingdom. I'm also the Secretary General of Kenya Community Chairpersons Council in the UK. The experience was quite good. We've voted, we've done our voting. We were ushered in by IEBC. It was very smooth. We went there. The fingerprints, Kim's kit worked very well. So I've managed to cast my vote, and I'm very excited because it's a very first time actually for me to vote, not only in the UK, but in my entire life. So this is an exciting moment. However, as a chairperson of Kenyans living in the United Kingdom, we've noted with concern some of the irregularities in the voting. For example, the cancellation of people in Mombasa are not able to vote. And also, just when I was making my way, I was listening to Kenyan radio, and I understand that Nakuru, there is also the MP will not be able to be voted in. So as a stakeholder of Kenya, as a Kenyan, I'm a stakeholder. I'm hoping that this is going to be resolved at the soonest time possible. But so far, we are very excited here in the UK and happy to be able to exercise our civic right.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let me see if I can speak to one more. There's a lady. Just come close. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
It's good to see you. Tell us, how was the experience for you, and which part of the UK do you come from?
So I come from Hertfordshire. My name is Eunice Mulamula. I'm so excited. This is the first time we are voting in the diaspora, and we are so glad. We just hope that everybody is going to achieve this day. Everything is going to be the way it's supposed to be, and we urge people back home to come in large numbers to vote. Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can get one last gentleman before we go. Majinako Kamili, how was the experience for you? I'll hold for you the microphone, don't worry.
The experience was very good. In fact, we are excited as the diaspora having the opportunity to be able to vote for the first time. Even though we were only able to vote to the presidential candidates, that was really a very good move by the IBC. The process was very easy, fairly easy. You just go in there, unapatiana kipande yako, unapatiana your voters registration card, and it's very easy. You just tick whoever your favorite candidate is, and the process is like 2 minutes. So it's fairly very easy.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Yes.
And I'll go back to Cecilia, my colleague. I'm not sure if Cecilia, labda unaweza kunisikia. I've lost my earpiece. I'm assuming you can. If you can, the exercise continues until 5 p.m. UK time, which will be around
isolated cases. Then if they speak on them, they are going to push away the voters who might be on their way to the polling stations. And so it's important for even any leader out there to encourage the members of the public to actually come out and vote. If there's any issue, any mishaps, what is going to happen is that IEBC is working on it. We still have quite some time before the stations close at 5 p.m. for IEBC to rectify some of those kits which are not working.
Yeah.
And so we shouldn't worry about the situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me come to Nordin. It's 11, and so far we've not reported any case of eventuality, any case of.
Currently, I've been led by the two deputy leaders of ODM. Sijui ni coincident aina gani ambayo inaweza kufika hivyo, lakini lile la muhimu ni kwamba Mwenyezi Mungu hakutaka leo tupigie kura gavana, lakini haikimbii. Inshallah tukiwa hai itarudi tu, na mimi ni kuomba tu tukue watulivu, na pengine speculation ni mingi. Watu wanasema it could be a cause, to suppress the numbers, but we are urging our people to come out and vote vote for our president, vote for our woman rep, vote for our senator, MCA, and our MP. And we shall come back, God willing, to vote for our governor again. So mimi yangu ni kusema tu kwamba Mungu atatupatia uhai na wakati ambaye tutapigia kura governor, lakini watu bado watoke wapige kura. First of all, I want you to know that I am the deputy party leader of ODM. And it is with conviction I stand here to say that we have campaigned adequately for our candidate. We believe strongly if there was that ballot today, our candidate would emerge victorious. So even that, as we move forward into this postponement and conversation, I think we will still remain like that. For me, when there's situations such as this one, where ballot has some technical problems, it only delays for people to actually cast their vote. But at some point, inshallah, they will cast their vote. And I don't think anything will change. My prediction, ODM's candidates will carry the day.
Will affect the turnout?
You see, there are different factors. You see, what happens in in electioneering process, mostly it's combination. Everybody in that competition, they complement each other. It is obvious that Mother Karua and Baba are complementing each other. Likewise, here in Mombasa, the senator and the governor and the deputy governor, they are complement. Everybody is bringing their own strength onto the table so that they can as a team, be elected. So, for very obvious reasons, they may be for that the fact that our governor is not on the ballot. I would imagine there would be some people that would be hesitant to vote. And that's why we're here urging them that come out in material. In fact, show your strength today so that the enemy or the opponent, not really the enemy, the opponent can understand what they're dealing with kesho.
By the ODM principal, who is the president, he's been voting for 6 peace, particularly in this county and other counties where you perceive to be a stronghold. Do you think this election is going to have any reflection on the outcome of the presidential election with his clarion call for the 6 peace in ODM-dominated constituencies and counties?
You know, first of all, you cannot generalize that kind of conversation. And it must be understood. We all are in Azimio, yes, as a coalition. But I have my mother party, which is ODM, and it is within my right for me to support ODM. Obviously, we have donated candidate wetu kwa mpango mkubwa zaidi. But in areas where we believe chama chetu kiko na nguvu, candidate wetu wako na nguvu, ni lazima tuwapigie debe. Na hiyo tutapiga debe, tulipiga debe, it's done. So tulipiga debe na we'll wait for the outcome. Verdict iko mikono ya wananchi.
Of course, once you get in here, you go through the process and you get the votes. And the papers, of course, seem to be quite long, especially for the MCA positions. But that's understandable, given the number of, MCA aspirants that we have. But basically, the process seems a little bit slow, yes, but moving. Voter turnout looks a little bit low as well. So far, so good. And I think this is a lifetime moment for any person to make sure that they come out and vote and express themselves in regard to how they want this country to be governed. and how they want the counties as well, all the areas of representation. And those people who have not come out to vote, please just come out, vote, exercise your democratic right to vote, and make sure you get readers that you want for tomorrow.
Okay, we've gone to various polling stations, and we can see the older generation coming out to vote as compared to the younger generation. Maybe you can speak to them through KBC and tell them to come out maybe and vote.
Of course, you know, the older generation sometimes are always very fast in coming to vote. They know their rights very well. Unfortunately, sometimes you find that the younger generation sometimes do wait for, you know, incentives to vote or reasons that sometimes we don't understand. But yes, indeed, that happens. I've even seen in quite a number of polling stations, the older generation are the ones who are coming out. The younger people are not so keen, but also they express themselves and say that sometimes they come in the afternoon when the lines are a bit low. So that is something that maybe by the end of the day we'll know whether the younger people came or not. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we can speak on the voter turnout. We have seen it is very low. We've gone to various polling stations. What could you attribute to this?
I am not very sure why the voter turnout is that low, especially here in Mount Kenya. But where I am right now, as you can see, it's quite cold, very cold indeed. And that could actually be a factor, although the coldness may not stay the whole day. But by and large, I have not seen this before, because even in 2017, when we were doing the two elections, at this time the lines were all over, in fact, up to the gates. But now you can see the lines are just a few people, and it's what time, 11 o'clock. So there is concern, of course. There is clear concern, of course, in Mount Kenya. There could actually be a very serious voter apathy in Mount Kenya, in which case that will have serious ramifications for not only us, but so many other candidates who you know, maybe their hopes were pegged on Mount Kenya. But again, these are things that we can wait and see.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that has been Jamlek Kamau, who is a candidate for the gubernatorial seat right here in Murang'a County.